Joanna Pettet was born in London, England as Joanna Jane Salmon, but raised in Canada. Her mother remarried after her father was killed in World War II, serving in the British Royal Air Force as a pilot. In 1968, she married actor Alex Cord, and in 1969 their son Damien Zachary Cord was born. 21 years later, they divorced, and in 1995 their only child fell into a fatal coma after a heroin overdose. He was 26. Joanna was quite active in the film industry between 1960 to 1980, although she did do one last film in 1990. Many of her films include Casino Royale, The Evil, Night of the Generals, and The Return of Frank Cannon. You would have seen her many times on television. She did quite a bit of TV movies and guest starring roles on television shows.
Look, why don't we just get to the point of this interview, if that's what it is? Because, in all honesty, I really don't see how the theft of the Phoenix concerns me in the slightest.
Her last acting experience was in a bad action film called Terror in Paradise in 1990. During filming in the Philippines, she was held hostage by rebels led by Gregorio Honasan, attempting to overthrow Corazon Aquino, and managed to escape the hotel where she was being held before fleeing the country. By then, she had lost her enthusiasm for acting and decided it was time to bow out gracefully from the entertainment industry. In 1995, her shock and grief over the death of her son caused her to retreat even further from Hollywood. For a period of time, she lived as a recluse in the California desert until she eventually moved to London. She had also been a close friend of actress Sharon Tate and visited Tate for several hours at her Benedict Canyon home on the afternoon of August 8, 1969, the day that Tate was murdered by the Manson family. On her return to moving back to England, she had met up again with her good friend Alan Bates, whom she co-starred with on the Broadway musical Poor Richard in 1964. She moved in with him and stayed with him up until his death in 2003 at the age of 69. He had died of pancreatic cancer in London, England.